What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin. But yeah, back to the video. I'm sorry about these technical difficulties. But this is where before we do have Tiffany Stratton versus Zelina Vega in the qualifier. And this is where Caleb Braxton asked how things are great. How things are going, which Pete Dunne said things are doing great with me and Tyler here. And last week, proof of that, and all we had to do is be the bruiserweight and the big strong boy that walk into Perth, Australia, slap the Judgment Day out, and walk out of there as the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion. And this is where what's his name? Tyler Bate was like, "This is music to my ears while I'm hearing from you, Pete. We've been doing so well recently. We think we should I'm gonna be the new tag team man, and here we're gonna think about this, Pete. You and Catch, we're public. New Catch, and you got that look in your eyes. You're loving it already, aren't you, Pete? Because we're about to revolutionize the tag team division. First on the agenda, some unbelievable tag. Before he can even finish his thing, this is where he was like, "This is where Dominic Mysterio's like, shut up, And this is where Dominic Mysterio came out of nowhere. He's like, "Shut up, Tyler! You don't know anything about the judgment between me and the Judgment Day." And this is where Tyler's like, "How about I take your pieces, us two, against yourself and R-Truth?" And this is where Tyler Bate hilariously said, "How about us two against you and R-Truth?" And this is where Dominic Mysterio said in an angry voice, saying, "R-Truth's no longer in the Judgment Day. You should know that. You should know this." Tyler Bate. He's like, see, he'd fall for that. This is where Tyler Bate's like, "See what I mean, Pete? We got this in the bag. We're gonna be new tag team champions." And yeah, next week it's been announced that it will be Dominic Mysterio against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, but not with R-Truth as his tag team partner. Much rather than the guy that supposedly got back in the Judgment Day because he beat R-Truth in a rematch from the Miracle 34 Street fight. And now he's going to team with Dominic Mysterio next Friday against 2/3 of the British Strong Style. But who thinks going to walk out there victorious? Let me know in the comments down below. And let's move on to the next match, which was Stratton and Zelina Vega, which I'll say, it was a very interesting contest, and it shows that Tiffany Stratton is more than ready of being known as a main roster superstar. This is where she pushes Zelina Vega right to the upper left corner side. This is where she tried to go for a running attack move. But this is where Zelina Vega kicks her right off her face. This is where she then go for a sliding Hurricane Rana right off the middle ropes. This is where not Zelina Vega, Tiffany Stratton got back up, but this is where Zelina Vega runs right towards Tiffany Stratton, but she knees her right in the midsection, then body slam her afterwards. This is where Tiffany was like, "What time is it? Anybody got to watch?" That's right, it's Tiffany time. This is where she runs right to the bottom corner ropes. This is where she trips her right over on the middle of the ground. This is where Zelina Vega's like, "Oh, you want a piece of me? Come and get me right in the left side." This is where Tiffany Stratton kind of fought for it like a gullible bull, trying to go for a red clothing piece of clothing that a bullfighter would hold on to. This is where she was like, "Ole," and this is where that's where she was draped right into the middle of the ropes. This is where she drop kicked her out of there. This is where Zelina Vega went on the outside with her. This is where Zelina Vega to try Irish whip her right to the hardest part of the ring apron. This is where Tiffany Stratton tried to counter, but this is where Zelina Vega didn't counter out of her move. This is where she hit her face first, right onto the down the announce table. This is where Zelina. Okay, 1 second, Birdie. I'll be right there. And this is where Zelina Vega then hit I believe a moonsault, I believe. Yeah, she hit a moonsault right on the Tiffany Stratton. This is where right across from her, right in the left corner side of the right corner side of the arena, this is where we saw Legado del Fantasma, which which Electra Lopez sarcastically started waving at the female LWO member, like, "Hey, like, remember me? It's me, Electra, along with Santos Escobar, Angel, and Humberto being there." But yeah, I will talk more about that as soon as I help my nephew out real fast. Just give me a moment. But yeah, let's help you out with whatever the issue is. I actually don't know if it has something to do with the TV. Pop Trump, Pop Trump, Pop Okay, I'll be right back. SNA back here, but yeah, this is where we got. This is where we got, tough hassle for Zelina Vega. When as soon as Tiffany Stratton got back in the ring, this is where she tried to. This is where Tiffany, but when Tiffany Stratton tried to go for a sidewalk slam, this is where she turned into a flying head scissors and DDT onto the former NXT Women's Champion. But she only got a 2.7. This is where Zelina Vega's like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Like, how's he winning? This is where she tried to Irish whip him to the right corner side. This is where Tiffany Stratton then did a cartwheel, scoop her right up. Scoop her legs right behind her head, hit a Alabama slam right into the ring, but this is where Zelina Vega kicks out at 2. I'll say 5. No, tell my nephew. Okay, I'm just kidding. But this is where we got Tiffany Stratton goes for like a double, like or even a triple dipped moonsault, like attempt right to the upper right corner. But somehow it was the course. I'm about to sound like Bugs Bunny for saying "course" instead of "curse." Like it's properly pronounced "cursed," but I'll say the "cursed" part like was something similar to Nia Jax, except in the opposite corner, the diagonal corner. But this is where Zelina Vega went right to the upper right corner. This is where she tried to go for the meteor right into the face, but she did so. Which like since the other women's star that used to do that move on SmackDown is no longer there, we had to find a replacement, which they found in Zelina Vega. But this is where she tried to go for a pin, but this is where Tiffany Stratton kicks out at 2.9999999. Double triple nine minus 0.1 away from being 3, of course. But this is where Zelina Vega tried to collect Tiffany Stratton to roll her right back. But before she can do any of that, is where she gets kneed right into the midsection by Tiffany Stratton. This is where she throws her right into the barricade. Tiffany starts throwing, and this is where she tried to charge at her, but right into the barricade. But this is where Zelina Vega kicks her right in the gut. This is where she tried to hit a couple of right hands, but this is where she gets pushed right back first, right into the cage again. This is where Electra Lopez is like, "See, you're nothing like me. Like you're just a cheap bootleg version of me." And this is where Zelina Vega had enough of Electra Lopez's mouth. This is where she grabbed her by her head and just flip her over the barricade where she was sitting in the audience in the front row. This is where Electra Lopez like, no, please don't hurt me. And this is where it's like, you're lucky I'm in the match. This is where she pushed, and this is where she pointed at what's his name, Santos Escobar's like, and you're just a worthless traitor right now. Like, and like, hopefully Ray comes back and get his justice against you, Santos. And then this is where Santos is like, whatever, like, and leave my sister Electra alone. This is where Zelina Vega didn't go back in the ring, but this is where we got Tiffany Stratton and kicks her right into the midsection. As soon as she got back in, she pushed her right close to her, hits a big spine buster until Tiffany Stratton finally hits the triple dipped moonsault right off the bottom right corner, the most luckiest corner in all of sports entertainment / professional wrestling. And she got the 1, 2, 3, making her the fourth woman to qualify in this Elimination Chamber match. And what's your thoughts on this match? And do you think that it was a perfect, best, and safe pick to determine that Tiffany Stratton will be the fourth qualifier in the women's number one contender Elimination Chamber match? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I think she did pretty well. But this is where she went backstage as soon like when Nick Aldis was trying to have Jade Cargill and Braun Breaker sign their contracts respectively, but this is where this is where Tiffany Stratton came in before they can even have a chance to sign their contracts. This is where she started telling Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan that she's gonna pin both of them, like, and which one wants to be pinned first. I was like, well, maybe you could possibly pin Liv Morgan, but I don't think about Bianca because she's gonna be the last two next to Becky Lynch, on my opinion, the way I can see this happening. And we could possibly see someone like a Jade Cargill could it be like Jade Cargill? It could be somebody else that could cost it a match. Like it could be somebody it could be anybody at this point that could attack her, except for Io and Rhea and even Rhea, Becky, or not Becky, Bailey. Bailey or Io at this point. So I'll say it has to be Jade Cargill, possibly, whether if she's in the match or not, which I never thought of thinking of it like in this way. Like it couldn't be Jade Cargill, which some say they're probably not going to have her lose any matches or be in any matches until WrestleMania 40. Like, which I could see her not being in the match, but we could see somebody that could take her original spot. Like, and at this coming Monday's Raw when they're having that women's second chance battle royal, which Zelina Vega is probably next one in line for that battle royal. Which whoever wins that, hopefully they deserve that spot in the women's Royal Rumble, the women's Elimination Chamber to get a shot at Rhea Ripley's championship. But anyway, this is where we got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, me, Champion MC with AJ. And this looks like we finally got a perfect. We finally have a perfect official. We finally have a perfect split up between the OC, between AJ Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, because this is where Luke Gallows, Michin, and Carl didn't try to check on us. Like, well, we've been trying to contact you, but you haven't texted or called us back. Like when we try to see how you've been doing. This is where AJ Styles like whatever. Like, and this is where Carl Anderson says, like, I understand why you're both caring for him right now, both Luke and Mia, but Mia, like he's clearly done with the OC now. Like he got, and I see, like, I wonder where he got, and then I see what he got. I don't know what he got this where he came from. Like, and this is where AJ Styles like, hey, you watch your mouth. He shoves Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson shoved him right back. This is where he slapped him across his face, but this is where Carl Anderson slapped him across his face with Luke Gallows trying to hold Carl Anderson back. This is where Carl Anderson's like, he did, yeah, maybe he forgot where he came from. That's what he said. He said he forgot where I don't know what made him forgot where he came from. And this was like, I never forgot where I came from. And this is a new this is a new, I'll say not exactly specifically the word edge, but I'll say this is my new chapter of my of my career here in WWE. Like in order to me to become WWE Championship, I have to play by the writer book and the rules. Like in order to achieve that goal, and this is where. And this is where Carl Anderson, like, if it was anybody else, if it went for like us, if it went for us, you wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be for us, you would probably still wouldn't be here right now. This is where AJ Styles was like, oh, you're saying that you're the one's been held back, and if it had been for me, like you would already been in this position. Like I'll like see you would be a main event star that I am. Like. And this is where Carl said, I like to see you slap me again, like see what I don't do. And this is where AJ Styles like go ahead, like or not go ahead. What I'm saying, like AJ Styles, like I could slap you again if I wanted to easily, but I'm not gonna waste my hand. I'm not gonna waste my hand to do it. This is where Michin and Luke Gallows try to play peacemakers. They're like, it's okay, guys. Like don't fight. Like don't not this way. Not never, not ever. And this is where Luke Gallows and this was stay strong, like Luke. I mean, not Luke, Carl. Like he'll come to his senses one day. This is where Carl Anderson was like, yeah, I hope so. I was like, unfortunately, if only that day is today, which is not going to be. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to stay as this lone wolf character. No, it is not a reference to Baron Corbin. However, even though we do know what's going to happen, what's going to be happening to his current tag team partner with the NXT Tag Team Championship, in this time in the main roster, though, like by seeing what happened to judging by Nick Aldis' announcement, which he announced that Braun Breaker is the latest signing of Friday Night SmackDown, which we're going to get to that in just a moment. But this is where we got Paul Orndorff was getting the AOP ready. That is a little bit too much, even for WWE, like for the considering from the past that they already done this before with the likes of Bad Bunny, MGK, which stands for Machine Gun Kelly, and other celebrities like in DLC packs and for the past couple of years, ever since the new WWE games like 2K23 and 2023, which mostly 2K22. I mean, Bad Bunny as well, but he's more turned into a part-time wrestler, along with him being a music artist, just like Post. But yeah, we're just gonna see what's gonna if WWE's gonna continue this or they're gonna do this every couple times in a while. But this next up we got this is where we got Akam and Razor taking on with the Javier Bernal and his tag partner, which is the name was let's see, Javier Bernal and Briu Morris. That's what his name is, Briu Morris. Hope I pronounced that right. Briu Morris. Yeah. Which they easily send them back to NXT in this match. They just squashed them, hit their what that like with him with Akam hitting exploder suplexes right onto him and then tagging his partner Razor and then and then grabbing on the Brew Morris, and this is where they start beating the living hell out of both men. Like until they finish them off, hitting the double power bombs. 1, 2, 3. Your winners, Authors of Pain. Not that nothing much special. Only just making a statement to the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, which they still haven't properly got their 6-man tag match. And which Karrion Kross, Paul Orndorff, Razor and Akam of AOP, and Scarlett were standing up tall right in the ring, saying like, this is gonna be next to the Pride if they ever crossed us again. But this is where we got Byron Saxton up next in the backstage, and we say like tonight's your first night on SmackDown. Like it is and how you're excited about it. This is where Logan Paul did not answer it in a very positive way, much rather than a quick hurry up rude way, if that makes sense. In a hurry, in a hurry, rude manner with him saying like, "Yeah, that's great, Byron. Like you." Like a television match, like I'm gonna see you, like I'm gonna see you after I see you again when I defeat the Miz, like less than 5 minutes, and then you're welcome, by the way. And it's like in you, like in the entire WWE universe, like you guys are welcome as well. Like you go on your phones, go on the X, like whatever you want to call it, you peons do, like a little hashtag, thank you, Logan. Like go ahead and do that because tonight they're going to get to see me knock out the Miz live on Friday Night SmackDown. Like I'm only champion in the qualifying match, Byron. Like so, I'm gonna win my qualifying match tonight, and when I'm doing, and I'm going to Australia, and I'm gonna win the Elimination Chamber on top of that. And then mark my words, Byron. My rematch Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40, and I'm gonna become the World Heavyweight Champion along with my United States Championship. Like, did that make sense, Byron? Like the WWE's double champ in recent, Mr. Logan Paul, the double champ, just only a matter of time. I like the way it sounds, Byron. And then with Byron, Logan Paul leaving and then out of the booth, and this is where Byron Saxton's like, yeah, up next will be Logan Paul versus The Miz, which it was the next match of the night. And let me tell you, they put on a massive clinic. Like, and this is their second match against each other, one-on-ones. And this time it's on free weekly television on Friday Night SmackDown. But we're gonna start with Logan Paul hitting a big shoulder tackle right on the Miz, but this is where trying to go for a back moonsault, but this is where the Miz got the knees up. This is where he tried to take advantage and try to hit him with a backsliding pin, but he decided to just go for a basic pin, like putting his front part of his torso right on top of Logan Paul's. But this is where Logan Paul kicks out at 2.1. This is where he had him right to the bottom right corner. This is where the Miz tried to do his sliding clothesline, but this is where Logan Paul this is where Logan Paul tried to kick him right in the midsection. This is where the Miz holds onto his leg. This is where he puts it right into the right corner side or the bottom corner rope, middle ropes. This is where he runs right to the top corner. This is where he tried to go for a drop kick, but this is where he bends it right back. Like, my leg. And this is where he trips him right over right when he was in the bottom corner ropes. This is where the Miz then run right to the top corner. This is where he hits a big boot. This is where he tried to go for a pin onto the social media megastar, but he only got a 2 even count this time. A 0.1 less than last time. Even this is where we got some of the women's qualifiers like Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair sitting on the upper right row, the back row of watching the action, like Liv Morgan and Bianca, along with SmackDown GM Nick Aldis and Braun Breaker and Jade Cargill, which they must have had a great time. This is where we got Logan Paul got back up, counter out of the Miz's move he had on him next, which I forget what it was. But Logan Paul picks him up in the fireman's carry. I thought he was going for a signature move. And I started cheering like, "Come on, hit my signature move!" And this is where he hits a Green Bay Plunge. I was like, how very disrespectful and mockery that little social media. I'll say that little social media prick. Like, how dare he? Like, of mocking the SNA's the host of the SNA podcast, which how silly me of not saying host first. The host of the SNA podcast. Like, how could he disrespect him like that? And how dare he? Doing that in a way by